Alright, I'm not too big on unboxing videos, but I don't have one, so I think maybe it's just a YouTube rite of passage that I do one. So this is it. I'm actually particularly excited about this particular product that I got, actually combination of products, in order to destroy the spider mite problem that has been pervasive on my Volcano Phlox plants since the day I bought them. I hate them every year. I almost want to cut them down just because of the insect problem, but they're just such a cool plant when they bloom that it's really hard to do that, and I've never been able to get myself to do it. So I need a good way to control spider mites. Nothing has worked. I've tried literally every insecticide you can buy off the shelf, even some online, natural, unnatural, short of just cutting them down. I think I've tried everything except for this one thing. So first of all, I want to show you the plants and how they look right now, and how they can potentially look if these spider mites go unchecked. So let's take a look at them, and I'll show you why this product is a must.
And these are them. These are the Volcano Phlox plants, and I actually have some farther down the road down there, which I'll show you because they're in a little bit worse shape than these. You can see right now they actually don't look too bad, and that's because we are kind of at the beginning of the hot season. These should actually be nearly blooming this time of year, but we've had such an extended winter / spring that they're just not going yet. So we're a little delayed. Right now they don't look too bad, but I want to show you what they can look like if the spider mite problem is left unchecked. And you can already see the yellowing of the leaves here, and eventually they will just eat them up and they'll look something like this. So you'll have this nice big bushy plant that just pretty much shrivels up. Still will bloom, but the blooms won't be as nice and full. And if you really have spider mite problems, you can actually see some of the webbing. Let me see if I can get a view of that, but you can certainly see some of the webbing on this leaf, if you can see that on film. But they live up under the leaves, which makes them so hard to kill, because you've got to get whatever insect control method you're trying to deliver. You've got to get it under the leaves, which is really hard to do on this big plant. The sprayers is what I typically use. It's just a wand sprayer, and that does not do the trick. And you can see here we're getting some pretty bad effects from the spider mites. So we need something to get rid of that before it's too late and these plants just shrivel up and turn brown. Here's another example of a plant I have farther down the row. This one usually gets eaten up pretty bad. You can see the leaves are yellowing, they're curling, they're browning at the very bottom, and just not looking very good. So we've got to have a more effective way of treating spider mites than what we're doing, because this just isn't working. And this current method I'm going to try and show you. If this doesn't work, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I've not tried predatory mites yet, so that is a consideration, but I wanted to give this method a quick try, see if it works. Let's see what that method is.
Alright, here we are, the good part, the unboxing. What you see in here is what hopefully will solve our problem. So let's open this up and see what we got. Get it. This is a Fog Master Junior. And remember what I was saying about the underside of the leaves and how difficult it is to get insecticide up under those leaves. This will hopefully solve our problem. This is going to fog out over the entire plant. This is going to get the pesticide where we need it, which is under the leaves, and hopefully will have a dramatic effect on those spider mites, hopefully destroy all of them. And then I got this product from the same company I bought the Fog Master Junior from, which is called Talstar P. And this stuff can be fogged. There are some insecticides that, they don't say they can be fogged. There's kind of debates on whether they can or they can't. But I'm just going to go off the labels and kind of trust what the companies say. So this stuff can be used in the Fog Master Junior. And we're hopefully going to get a total devastation of those spider mites. And I honestly cannot wait to see the results, and I want to definitely share those results with you to make sure to see if this works or not. So that's going to be our test bed, so to speak, are those Volcano Phlox plants out there. All right, so I've changed shirts, and it is a different day. In fact, it's multiple days in the future from when I shot that last video. Through a set of extenuating circumstances, I just wasn't able to film my initial treatment of the plants So we are actually looking at these plants about 13 days in the future. So we are on our second treatment, but I want to show you how they look right now, and we'll also show you how I'm using that Phlox Master Junior with the Talstar P. So let's go check them out.
And as you can see, the plants have bloomed. They're not fully in bloom yet, but you can just get a sense of how cool these are when they do bloom. But you can also see that they aren't that badly eaten up. Yes, we do have some kind of bottom damage. That was expected. What I really wanted to do was kind of stop the destruction while I could, and just try to eliminate those pests before they, took out the entire plant. So usually, if I was treating them with, how I typically do, these green stalks would just be completely yellowed and browned, much like the bottom growth you see down there. You would have this symptom throughout the plant, and it would look terrible. So this is already a very good sign, in my opinion, that what we're doing is working. So I want to show you how I'm using the Phlox Master Junior with that Talstar P. So let's check that out. So essentially, once you figure your spray pattern out with this little wheel adjuster here, it's just a matter of turning on the machine and letting it do its job. You don't really need to douse this too much because it's fog and it's very light mist. You may not notice the leaves getting wet, but they are indeed. So let's give these a spray. You can see how this looks. You see it's a very fine mist. And you can see it's getting up under those leaves really well. And that's where we need the product, right under those leaves. This creates a nice fog. Get all under there. Right under those leaves. And that's essentially it. And that's really it. A little goes a long way in that thing too, so I wasn't using a whole ton of product. About half the tank on that did all of those plants and then some. So pretty happy with that. It's very nice. It's a very easy way to apply any kind of insecticide as long as you can use it in a fogger. A lot of them say you can't. Use your best discretion, I suppose. But for my purposes, that worked really well. And I'm encouraged by those results after about 2 weeks. I'm happy with that, and hopefully those results continue. If at the end of the summer those plants are brown, chewed up, look terrible, I will let you know. But as of now, everything looks good. So we're gonna continue on kind of just maybe an every 30-day regimen for this, unless I notice kind of some bad things going on with those plants. But if not, then I'm just gonna kind of stick to every 30 days and just give them treatments at those points. So anyway, if this video helped you, please help me hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you want to do that too. Goes a long way. You know the drill. Thanks a lot.